I'm the drifter, drifter. I'm as free as the breeze and I ride where I please. I'm the drifter. They call me the drifter, they say I'm no good. I'll never amount to a thing. I'll never be trapped by a young lady's smile. Wedding bells never will ring. I'm the drifter, the drifter. I'm as free as the breeze and I ride where I please. I'm the drifter, the drifter.
Anybody home?
Hold it right there. State your name, where from, reasons for being here.
Well, they call me the Drifter. I didn't come from any place in particular, and not particular where I go. I just wanted to come in and get out of the dust and the wind. I thought the place was deserted.
A lot of people think that, and I ain't a mind to tell them no different.
You mean you're not going to shoot me with that?
No, ain't had no bullets in it in 20, 30 years. You play that thing?
Oh, yeah, I play a little bit.
Sing any?
A couple of numbers.
Well, how about doing me one?
All righty.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. I've often at night, when the heavens were bright and the lights from the glittering stars, how I've stood there amazed and asked as I gazed if their glory exceeds that of ours. Home, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day.
Drifter, that sure was nice.
Much obliged to you.
Goes back a long way, too. That sure is nice. You know, it's nice having music around this place.
That old wind out there playing some pretty good music.
Yeah, but that ain't like people music. No, sir, that music, the wind there gets lonely. You know, this place here had music one time in it, lots of it.
Yeah. I bet that was a long time ago, wasn't it?
About 20, 30 years. See them stairs right there?
Yeah.
Lola Montez walked down them stairs. You should have seen her, though. Hair piled high on her head, dark eyes a-flashing, dressed like a diamond mine. Boy, that was a woman. Broke every heart in the territory.
I knew a woman just like that.
Well, tell me about her.
Well, I can't tell you about her, old-timer, but I can sing about her. Of course, now it'll take about 7 or 8 minutes.
Well, I've been here 20, 30 years. Reckon 7 or 8 minutes is due right now.
You might have heard of this woman. Her name was Felina.
Fellini. Fellini? No? Well, do it.
All right.
Out in New Mexico many long years ago, there in a shack on the desert one night in a storm, amid streaks of lightning and loud desert thunder, to a young Mexican couple a baby was born. Just as the baby cried, thunder and lightning died, moon gave its light to the world, and the stars did the same. Mother and father both proud of the daughter that heaven had sent them. Felina was this woman's name. When she was 17, bothered by crazy dreams, she ran away from the shack and left them to roam. Father and mother both asked one another, what made her run away? Why did Felina leave home? Tired of the desert nights, poverty, grief, and strife, she ran away late one night in the moon's golden beam. She didn't know where she'd go, but she'd get there, and she would find happiness if she would follow her dream. After she ran away, she went to Santa Fe, and in the year that she stayed there, she learned about life. In just a little while, she learned that with a smile, she could have pretty clothes, she could be any man's wife. Rich men romanced her, they dined and they danced her. She understood men and she treated them all just the same. A form that was fine and rare, dark, shining, glossy hair, lovely to look at. Felina was this woman's name. Restless in Santa Fe, she had to get away to any town where the lights had a much brighter glow. One cowboy mentioned the town of El Paso. They never stopped dancing and money like whiskey did flow. She bought a one-way ticket from Santa Fe, 3 days and nights on a stage with a rest now and then. She didn't mind that she knew she would find that her new life would be more exciting than where she had been. Stage made its last stop up there on the mountaintop to let her see all of the lights at the foot of the hill. Her world was brighter, and deep down inside her, an uncontrolled beating, her young heart just wouldn't be still. She got a hotel, a room at the Lily Bell. Quickly she changed to a form-fitting black satin dress. Every man stopped to stare at this form fine and rare. Even the women remarked of the charm she possessed. Dancing and laughter was what she was after, and Rose's cantina had lights with love in their gleam. That's what she hunted, 'cause that's what she wanted. Rose's was one place a nice girl would never be seen. It was the same way it was back in Santa Fe. Men would make fools of themselves at the thought of romance. Rosa took heed of the place was in need of this kind of excitement, so she paid Felina to dance. A year passed, or maybe more, then through the swinging doors came a young cowboy, so tall and so handsomely dressed. This one was new in town, hadn't been seen around. He was so different, he wasn't like all of the rest. Felina danced close to him, then threw a rose to him. Quickly he walked to her table, and there he sat down. And in a day or so, wherever folks would go, they'd see this young cowboy showing Felina the town. 6 weeks he went with her, each minute spent with her, but he was insanely jealous of glances she'd give. Inside he was a hurtin' from all of her flirtin'. That was her nature and that was the way that she lived. She flirted one night, it started a gunfight, and after the smoke cleared away, on the floor lay a man. Felina's young lover had shot down another. He couldn't leave there, so out through the back door he ran. The next day at 5 o'clock she heard a rifle shot. Quickly she ran to the door that was facing the pass. She saw her cowboy, her wild riding cowboy, low in the saddle. Her cowboy was riding in fast. She ran to meet him, to kiss and to greet him. He saw her and motioned her back with a wave of his hand. Bullets were flying, Felina was crying as she saw him fall from the saddle and into the sand. Felina knelt near him to hold and to hear him when she felt the warm blood that flowed from the wound in his side. He raised to kiss her and she heard him whisper, "Never forget me, Felina, it's over, goodbye." Quickly she grabbed for the 6-gun that he wore, screaming in anger and placing the gun to her breast. Bury us both deep and maybe we'll find peace. Then pulling the trigger she fell across the dead cowboy's chest. Out in El Paso, whenever the wind blows, if you listen closely at night you will hear in the wind. A woman is crying, it's not the wind sighing. Old timers tell you Felina is calling to him. You'll hear them walking and you'll hear them talking. You'll hear them laughing, you'll look but there's no one around. Don't be alarmed, there is really no harm there. It's only the young cowboy showing Felina the town.
Boy, that's some song. That Felina. She makes me think a lot of that Lola Montez.
Boy, she was some woman, I'll tell you that.
I bet she was. Do me another one of them songs there, Drifter.
Let me do one that you can patch your feet to. And that is, if the town ever fills up again with people and money like it used to be.
I don't think that's too likely to happen.
Well, I am a roving gambler, and I've gambled all around. Wherever I meet with a deck of cards, I lay my money down. I lay my money down. I lay my money down. Well, I had not been in Washington many more weeks than 3 when I fell in love with a pretty little girl. She fell in love with me. She fell in love with me. She fell in love with me. Well, she took me to her parlor, cooled me with a fan. She whispered low in her mama's ear, I love this gambling man. I love this gambling man. I love this gambling man. Daughter, oh dear daughter, why do you treat me so? To leave your dear old mother and with this gambler go. With this gambler go. With this gambler go. Mother, oh dear mother, I tell you if I can, if you ever see me a-coming again, I'll be with the gambling man. I'll be with the gambling man. I'll be with the gambling man. Well, I hear the train a-coming, coming around the curve, a whistling and a blowing, straining every nerve. straining every nerve, straining every nerve.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Say, don't you ever get kind of lonesome around here? Well, I'll tell you, a couple of days of this would give me the willies for sure.
Might for some, I reckon, but not to me. They used to say this place was haunted.
Well, I can sure see why. What do they say now?
No one around to say anything.
Yeah?
Oh, they all pulled out when the silver mine ran out here. A few of them stayed around, you know, spreading the ghost stories. Pretty soon they left. I've had the place to myself ever since. Do me another one of them songs, Drifter.
Yeah. Well, let me do one. I believe you'll like this one.
Warm are the winds on the desert. A whirlwind is dancing around. I stop to survey all the beauty that's here. When a shadow moves out across the ground, it's an eagle that circles above me, and he screams to his friends on the hill, stay close together, move not a feather. Man walks among us, be still, be still. Man walks among us, be still. 20 feet high in the side of a cactus, I see a hole where the butcher bird stays. If mortals could choose, and if heaven should ask us, here's where I'd want to spend all of my days. Soon we'll be gone, all the desert. Cities will cover each hill. Today will just be a fond memory. Man walks among us, be still, be still. Man walks among us, be still.
Yeah, Drifter, that sure was nice. I sure do like that. You know, it's good having someone around for a change.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm glad you're in instead of that ghost. Say, who's he supposed to be?
Well, some say he's an old prospector that got cheated out of his claim.
Yeah?
Lived wrong and died wrong. Like they know.
You don't agree with him, eh?
Well, nobody ever asked me before, but if they did,
I'm asking you.
I'd say he was those things and some more. A man that lived alone so long up in them hills looking for gold and silver that he thought that was the only thing that mattered. He got all unused to people. The first thing you know, he needed them and they wasn't around. You better watch it, Drifter, or you'll be like that.
Oh, I don't think so, old-timer. I like people. People are always trying to get me to stay around somewhere, you know, but I guess I just wasn't cut out for too much sticking around.
Hand me down
Hey, I know
my
that.
walking
That's
cane.
good. I like it.
Hand me down my walking cane. Hand me down my walking cane. I'm gonna leave on the midnight train, 'cause all my sins are taken.
That sounds good.
Well, I got drunk. I got thrown in jail.
I got drunk.
I got drunk. I got thrown in jail. I got drunk and thrown in jail. I had no one to go my bail, 'cause all my sins are taken away.
It's like,
Hand me down
oh, hand me down
my walking cane.
my walking cane.
Hand me down
Oh, hand me down
my walking
my
cane.
walking cane.
Hand me down my walking cane. I'm gonna leave on the midnight train, 'cause all my sins are taken away.
Oh, I sure like that. That sure is good.
Say, you got a pretty good voice.
Well, I just go around here and yell at myself.
Here's one here. I'll bet you know this one. On account of I believe it's just about 10 years older than you are.
Well, let's hear it.
Do you ever remember singing a song called Pull Mule Pull?
Why, sure,
Let's do it.
yeah. Well, go ahead.
You gotta tote that pack till it breaks your back. Pull mule pull, working in the sun till your day is done. Pull mule pull.
You gotta carry that load over rocky roads. Pull, mule, pull. I'm getting bitter, you dadgum critter. Pull, mule, pull.
Pull mule pull, pull mule pull. Up that draw and through that canyon. Pull mule pull.
And do some more of them.
My canting's low, so we better go. Pull, mule, pull. There's gold in the hills, and I want my fill. Pull, mule, pull. You do it.
I'm just singing, and I don't know the words.
Well, it's old.
It's a song that most everybody heard. That's the way you do, and then you forget. You make up a song until ain't none of it.
Pull, mule, pull. Pull, mule, pull. Pull, mule, pull. Pull, mule, pull.
Oh, boy, you're just dilly.
You do a
That's
good
fine.
job for not knowing the song. My goodness.
God, it sure
Say.
makes me feel good. I haven't
believe
laughed
it.
like that in a long time.
It probably not more than 30 years, huh?
Yeah, you're right.
It looks like that wind just about quieted down out there, old timer. Why
Yeah.
don't you pack up your stuff and ride with me a while?
Well, I sure do thank you for inviting me. Nobody asked me to go any place in a long time.
Oh, you could always come back, you know.
No, I figure when I leave this place, I'm gone for good.
Yeah?
Do me another song, Drifter, before you leave.
All right.
Do me one of them pretty things, them love
Oh,
songs.
that's my favorite kind, old timer. No one will ever know. My heart is breaking, although a million teardrops start to flow. I'll cry myself to sleep and wake up smiling. I'll miss you, but no one will ever know. I'll tell them we grew tired of each other and realized our dreams could never be. I'll even make believe I've never loved you, that no one will ever know the truth but me. I sure wish you'd change your mind, old timer, and come around with me for a little while. Old timer? Old timer? Well, I'll say. Boy, this is really a ghost town.
One night in Frisco I traded my horse and saddle while out on a spree. And I took a trip on a seagoing ship, the islands I wanted to see. I'm the drifter,